Hey Trans Youth, it's Monica. That means it's Wednesday on the Trans Youth channel. This week's topic is tips for a T-girl. And I know you guys love this. Just to let you guys know, I am going to be permanently taking over Wednesday's spot. So yay! Be excited. Well, I am. Anyways, so I'm not going to be referring you to my channel unless I have to. But other than that, this is where I'm going to be. Anyways, this week's topic. One tip that I have to give you is very vital. And this is more so for women who either just started or haven't started yet. I know that if I've seen a channel like this when I was younger, with a whole bunch of young, passable, beautiful, transgendered women, you know, I'd be taking their advice left and right. So this advice that I have to give you is very crucial. Very, 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 very good advice. Before you transition, if you can, I know it's hard because transition, you know, we all just want to get it over with. But if you can, and you're maybe going to school, or if you haven't came out because of your family yet, or blah, 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 or da-da-da-da, like, for whatever reason you haven't came out and said that, hey, I'm transgendered, I want to be a woman, I'm going to pursue that life. Get laser hair removal. Laser hair removal is extremely important for a T-girl, especially if you're of ethnicity, and maybe if you're, you know, if you're white, you probably have a problem with it. Maybe, I don't know. But a lot of, maybe not so much African-American girls, because a lot of them I notice have extremely, like, soft skin. Even the men, like, you know what I mean, they have extremely soft skin as well. So if you're transgendered, it'll probably be a little easier for you, but not everybody's the same. I know for a lot of Mexicans, though, and I'm Mexican, I'm full-blooded Mexican. So I know for a lot of Hispanic women out there, it could be a problem. So that's something that we really do need to take care of, and it really needs to, you know, we need to make it a point to get rid of it. So yeah, if for whatever reason you haven't came out and said that you are transgendered, for whatever reason you have, you can be getting laser hair removal, and that will help you so much. And when I'm telling you this, I'm looking straight into the camera. Honey, if you're watching this, if you're a T-girl and you haven't transitioned yet, or if you're living day to day and you're like, oh, I'm going to be a girl today, or I'm going to live like this today, like, if you're just dressing up, get laser hair removal if you're going to plan on going full time, because it will help you so much. Like, there's no words to describe how it will help you. So make sure you do that. Very important. Second tip that I do have to give you is hair. Fake or real. If it's fake, work the fuck out of it. If it's real, work the fuck out of it. I'm telling you this because hair is a very important process for a T-girl, and women in general. A lot of women actually, you know, grow up with hair, and they already have estrogen and, you know, all these things that make them up to grow up and look feminine and, you know, girly, so they can pull off maybe a shorter haircut or whatever. Most T-girls don't have that, so when they do decide to transition, short hair isn't really going to work for most transgender girls. Most transgender girls that get short haircuts, like up to here, you know, would probably be way later on into their transition, like I'm talking years, when they feel comfortable enough and they can actually sit there in the mirror and say, hey, look, you know what, I'm a woman and this is what I am, and I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. So it doesn't matter if you're bald or if you have hair down to your ankles, because you know you're a woman. But for people at the very beginning, it can be very hard, especially, you know, that stage when you're looking around and you think everybody's talking about you think everybody's looking at you, where you're scared to walk out of the house, or you don't really know how to do your makeup well yet, or you still feel like you look like a drag queen. Like at those stages, make sure your hair fits you. If it's fake, work the fuck out of it. When I used to use fake hair when I was younger, and I used to use the half weave. And basically what I did is I sectioned off the top part, because my hair was already pretty long, like it was probably down to here when I first started. and then it just got longer. But I used to section the top part off, and then I would clip it back here, and then it would make me have like long hair like this. And then what I would do is I would comb this part back and let it fall, and then like hairspray this part right here and like get two little bumps over the where the comb would sit, and it would look like that all the time. Like my hair looked like this all the time, but it looks good. It looks like my real hair. And it's very important to have good fishy hair, especially when you're transgendered. It helps you pass a lot easier, and it's really important that you find what works for you. Make sure if you're using fake hair, make sure it's not, if you're using fake hair, don't go for synthetic. Make sure if you're going to have to do it, like I always say, if you're going to do something every day, then you can afford to splurge a little bit. If you can't afford to splurge, like I couldn't afford to splurge when I was younger, then go for the synthetic. Go do whatever you gotta do. But if you can and you're just choosing not to, I think the most important thing to splurge on is your foundation and your hair. That's just for me though. That's just my splurging stuff. That's what I splurge on. So I mean, I think it is very important if you're going to have fake hair, make sure it's the right color, it's the right texture, make sure if you're going to blend it, make sure it's the exact same texture. Take your time. Get it right. You're not going to get it right the first couple times, but this is for most, not all. Some girls are just get right into it, and they're just like, you know what, this is working. But some girls, it takes a little practice. It takes a little time to get your hair down to where you can finally wear it. It takes a lot of girls actually a lot of time to actually wear their real natural hair out. I remember how hard it was for me to transition from fake hair to real hair. But you get there. And it's just extremely important to have hair that frames your face, is the right color, and looks fishy on you, because it makes you pass a lot easier day to day. So those are my 2 tips for a T-girl, and I will talk to you guys later. Love you for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to send your questions into transyouthchannel@gmail.com. Love you.